So that Paulo's effectively at 3. If he finds an incendiary flow, that will be the game.
Yam Wing Chun is up against Paulo Vitor da Moderosa, one of the best players in the world and a member of the Pro Tour Hall of Fame, in the semi-finals of Pro Tour Hour of Devastation. He's on the ropes, but there is one specific card he can draw that will let him snatch a victory in Game 5. Incendiary Flow lets him deal enough damage, in conjunction with his Collective Defiance and the Hazoret on the board, to win the game. All he has to do is draw it.
He could just kill him right here.
Right. Incendiary Flow? Is it a flow?
See what he's got.
It's a flow.
It is an incendiary flow.
Oh my God!
Yam Wing Chun just
it's an incendiary flow off the top.
Here, and look at this.
No, you can't attack. You can't attack. He has only 2 cards in hand.
He can't.
Is he in his combat step? What's going on? He can't attack. Is he? Oh, that cost him the game.
Oh,
that cost him the game.
That could cost Yam Wing Chun the game. He's not allowed to attack with Hazoret, and if he's already moved into his combat step, it'll be too late for him to deploy one of the 2 sorceries in his hand, and a huge head shake for him.
What?
The judge is going to help explain exactly where we're at.
We all make mistakes, but very few of us make a single mistake that could potentially cost us tens of thousands of dollars in front of a huge audience. Understanding that mistakes happen is important, but learning from them is essential. Let's talk about that. Chun was under a colossal amount of pressure, and it's very easy to sit back and think he made a silly mistake and that in his place we wouldn't have. Rich Hagan addressed this very idea in a short comment he made right after the match ended.
Sometimes people sit at home and think, I could do better than that, I could be a Pro Tour champion, why do they get $50,000 for a turn of a card? But at days like this, you understand just what's at stake for someone who...
The relationship between pressure and decision making is well documented, and a good example of this is a 2014 study called Multiple Neural Mechanisms and Their Competition Under Changing Risk Pressure. The study found that when a large reward or risk is present, activity moves from the ventromedial prefrontal cortex, a more rational, higher developed part of the brain, to the anterior cingulate cortex, a more primitive and risk-taking portion that pressures the pursuit of unlikely choices and signals related to the taking of such choices. The introduction of pressure or a high-stakes situation doesn't just affect your mood or make you nervous. It physiologically changes the way your brain makes decisions. This is the just go for it mentality that you sometimes experience when playing, and is a key part of gambling and game theory. Emotion does play a part in mistakes though, and it's a big one. Anger negatively affects your decision making. A 2016 study from the Journal of Social, Cognitive and Affective Neuroscience confirms that, stating that feelings of anger impair one's ability to think rationally and solve cognitive problems. We've all experienced going on tilt and how it makes us a worse player. You even see in this video Chun is furious with himself. He throws his hand down and slaps the table in frustration. While we are often told to try and hem in our anger, precisely because it negatively affects our decisions, it's actually an essential part of learning.
Now why did I do that?
I touched on this in a video I made for TCGplayer about how to use your anger to be a better player, but a new study has since been published that looks at this in a different way. Misfortune May Be a Blessing in Disguise is an article in an upcoming psychophysiology magazine, and it's not even publicly published in paper yet. They found that when negative emotions were experienced, specifically increased perception of unfairness, that the subjects achieved a greater score over time. Getting upset, getting angry, getting tilted is a part of the learning process. Since the Pro Tour, Chun has posted and joked on social media about still being a walking by, which is his Twitter handle, and has posed with multiple copies of Hazoret for photos. Say what you want about his heart getting the better of him, but Chun is taking this with tremendous grace, and that's worth recognizing. While it might make you play worse in the moment, you should be a little angry when you mess up. Too apathetic and you won't learn. Too volatile and you'll tilt out. The best players in the world are the ones who strike this balance, who walk the line between caring too little and caring a little too much. And even they make mistakes sometimes.
Okay, so the worst play I've ever made in a tournament is probably in PT Berlin.